In today's video, I will show you absolutely everything you need to know in order to access the Tier 4 zone in Modern Warfare Zombies so that you can get access to rare loot and attempt to unlock the new classified schematics. What is going on, guys? T-Tizzler here, bringing you another YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to give you a tutorial on how you can unlock the Tier 4 zone in Modern Warfare Zombies. Tier 4 is a dark ether zone that is extremely tough to survive in, but if you can survive, it'll give you higher rarity loot items and help you unlock the new classified schematics like the golden plate, which will automatically refill your plates, or the golden dog bone that will automatically spawn a friendly Tier 3 dog. This video has by far taken the most gameplay hours for me to put together, so if you guys enjoy and find this useful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. One disclaimer I do want to give is that I am going to skip over the setup process in this video. I already have a video on my channel that shows the best way to get set up in Modern Warfare Zombies, so if you guys haven't seen that, go watch that first because it will be pretty important to be set up when you go into the dark ether zone. And with that being said, let's go ahead and hop right into the tutorial. So the first item we're going to need to get is going to be the locked diary. The locked diary by far is the hardest item to get just because it takes the most time. It does require you to complete the Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3 missions, and that will unlock Act 4 for you. And then once you have the Act 4 mission, you're going to go to this spot on the map where you see this dark ether tornado, and then you're going to pull up the map and you're going to see the item that I mark here really fast. It's going to look like another little portal that's to the side of this tornado. You're going to travel all the way over to this portal, and you're going to need to access this portal and travel to the Act 4 mission and complete this. Like I said, this does take the longest, and you are going to have a worm boss fight, so you're going to need to make sure you come in here extremely kitted up and be ready to go. So once you access this, everybody in your team is going to need to vote, and as soon as everybody does vote, you're going to see a countdown start to appear, and it's going to take you into this tier zone. But like I was saying, guys, make sure before you go in here to get fully kitted up, you see we're going in here with level 3 pack-a-punch guns, and they're all going to be at least purple rarity. So you're going to go into the Tier 4 zone first. So this is the first thing you are going to see as soon as you go into the Tier 4 zone. You're going to see a portal behind you, and then you're also going to see that it's going to say seals broken 0 out of 4. You're going to need to break all 4 of these seals. You won't be able to see them on the map just because your map's going to be all disoriented like there's a counter UAV, but you'll at least be able to see them on the map, and all your guys are going to want to do, you do have a limited time here, so just go straight to breaking these seals. Avoid shooting zombies if you can. Go straight to these seals and start these. These are going to be a little bit difficult, so like I said, make sure you guys are kitted up. These are going to be level 2 zombies, and they're going to be coming in the quickness. So as soon as you guys get the opportunity, have someone defend you and start the seal. For this very first one, you guys are going to see there's like a little ring of fire. I had to run away there because there's a disciple and I didn't want to risk going down or anything. But what you guys are going to need to do, it's pretty simple, is you're going to just kill a bunch of zombies while you're inside that ring of fire. And then you're going to see that yellow bar start to fill up, and then the quicker you get that done, the better. So just make sure you guys are staying inside this ring of fire to see the souls that are filling to the top, and then that'll break the seal as the game is stating here. So go ahead and finish that up, and then you guys are going to need to move on to the next one. So the next seal I went to is going to be just right of the one we just did, and it's going to be the exact same process. Make sure someone defends you while you activate the seal, and then you're going to see this like electric circle that's appearing instead of a ring of fire, but it's going to be the exact same idea. Just make sure you're staying inside of this little circle, getting kills. You're going to see the souls fill up into the seal, and the quicker you get all the kills, the quicker you're to complete this and get this accomplished. I will say on this one, you need to be extremely careful. It seems like a bunch of disciples spawn. So if you got somebody running the TYRs like me and you see a disciple spawn, you just need to focus on them and get them out of there because they are the biggest threat to you here. So just make sure you're staying in this circle, getting all these kills and filling this seal up. The third seal is going to be towards the center of the map. It's really going to be kind of just behind the very first seal we did. You guys can't miss it. You're going to see these all on the map. It's going to be the exact same process. Activate the seal, make sure that your teammates are covering you, and then you're going to see a little fog on the ground, and just make sure you guys are getting kills inside of this little fog to fill up the souls onto that seal to get this done as quick as you can. And the final seal is going to be on the far left-hand side of the map from where you spawn. This is by far the toughest one to accomplish because it is the close quarter area and there's going to be a ton of manglers that spawn. So same scenario with the second seal. If you have somebody running the TYRs and you see these manglers spawning, just make sure you pull those out and you insta-melt those to get rid of them as quick as you can. But yeah, go ahead and stay inside this little area, get all the kills, fill up the souls, and then from here you're going to be able to go and fight the worm boss. One really important tip I want to give you guys before you fight the worm boss is go to where I'm showing you on the map here in the top left-hand corner. Here you're going to find a dog house, and if you have pieces of flesh, you can get yourself a friendly dog, which will be extremely important for the worm boss. Even if you have one piece of flesh, that'll help, but the more you have, the stronger it will be. And another thing people didn't realize is what I'm doing here is petting the dog. If your dog is weak and has low health, whenever you pet the dog, it'll actually give it some of its health back, which will extend the life and duration of your dog. So just make sure you guys are utilizing that to your advantage. Make sure you guys have a dog before you fight this worm boss just to make it a little bit easier. And the last thing you're going to need to do is just fly to where it shows there's an exfil, and then you're going to be met by this incredibly hard to defeat purple worm boss. One of the important tips I want to give you guys is don't stay on the beach where he spawns. If you guys get up here and kind of hang out around the house, it'll make it a little bit easier to survive. And then make sure you guys are all just playing together as a team, playing extremely careful, and then doing what you can, taking the shots at the worm whenever you can. But whenever you can't get a clean shot on him, go ahead and just kill the zombies that are around you to make it easier. So just make sure you guys are like shooting him in the side, shooting the little purple things on his side to kill him as quick as you can. And then as soon as you guys kill him, a rift will appear and you will be able to go and select your reward from that rift. And just like that, me and my team, we almost have him killed here. As soon as you guys have him killed, he's just going to kind of shoot up in the air like that, almost like he's exploding, and then go ahead and get on out of the map. So you can go ahead and watch this little cinematic it has, and then as soon as you complete this, you'll run down. And then one thing you guys need to see is that here at the bottom, this was extremely important for me, is I have a VR11 case. That's going to be important for my next video when I show you how to survive in the tier 4 zone a little bit easier. So make sure you guys check that out. But before you exfil, make sure you go to the reward gift and get the locked diary. All of this was for this locked diary. This is going to be needed to be able to access the tier 4 zone. And then once you have that, there's no reason to hang out here anymore. Just go ahead and exfil. You're going to see it appeared behind us. Go ahead and get out of here, say goodbye to your dog, kind of like we're doing, and then hop into the next game. So before you spawn into your next game, there's a few items you can bring in with you to make this a lot easier. If you don't have these things, that is perfectly fine. You can find all of these items just by looting or completing contracts. But if you do have these schematics, you definitely are going to want to bring in the brain rot ammo mod, the dead wire ammo mod, and then if you have a pack-a-punch crystal or any tool to increase the rarity of your gun, that'll make it a lot easier because you are going to need to complete bounties. But like I said, you guys do not need to have these items, but if you do have them, bring them in with you. It will make this a lot easier. So the second item we're going to get here is going to be the gold pill bottle. To do this, you are going to need to get the brain rot ammo mod, so just make sure you equip that to one of your guns, and then go to an ether nest, and then just shoot one of the cysts with that brain rot ammo mod. You're going to see I'm shooting this one here. It's going to turn it to that greenish type color. As soon as you shoot it, just make sure you kind of clear out the area around you. You can go ahead and try to complete the rest of the ether nest if you want to. Just make sure you get safe, have your teammate defend you, but as soon as you have an opening, go up and do what I'm doing here, and you're going to hold square to the cyst that you shot. It's going to take some time, so make sure your teammate does defend you, but as soon as you do that, you're going to see a purple pill bottle is going to appear. Make sure you guys go ahead and pick that up, and then once you have that, just find the nearest rift. You're going to travel through the rift, instantly pull your parachute, and you're going to look for another green rift in the air like you're seeing on the screen now. As soon as you see that other green rift, all you need to do is just fly to it, make sure you guys fly through it, and then as soon as you fly through the green rift, you're going to see a purple bounty contract appear on the map like I'm showing you here. From this point, you just need to fly down to that purple bounty contract. You're going to need to pick the bounty contract up and then complete the bounty contract. This is going to be a little bit tougher than the standard bounty contract, so make sure your guns are pack-a-punch and they are a little bit more powerful, but it's not that tough to do. So you'll pick the bounty contract up, you'll travel to it like we're doing here. We're going to kill the mimic here really quick, and then inside of the reward gift, you are going to see the gold pill bottle. The third item we're going to need to get is going to be the gold camera. In order to do this, you are going to need the dead wire ammo mod, so just make sure you put dead wire on one of your weapons and then find a harvester orb. From there, you just need to shoot the harvester orb with the dead wire ammo mod. You're gonna see it turns yellow like it did there, and as soon as you destroy it, you're gonna see all the essence drop, and you should see the surveillance camera appear like it did there for me. So just make sure you destroy the harvester orb with the dead wire ammo mod, and you'll get the purple camera. From there, you're just gonna travel through the nearest rift, and then pull your parachute instantly, and then look for another yellow rift in the air. Whenever you find that yellow rift, just be careful. Make sure you go ahead and fly down towards the yellow rift. It's going to be just like we did for the pill bottle. You're going to fly through this other rift, and as soon as you fly through this other rift, you're going to see a new purple bounty contract appear. And from this point on, you just need to fly down to wherever that purple bounty contract is, pick up the purple bounty contract, and again, just make sure you guys be careful here because this is going to be a little bit tougher to complete. It's going to be stronger than a typical bounty, but go ahead and pick up the bounty contract and then travel to wherever that bounty is and go ahead and kill the bounty. From that point on, all you're going to need to do after killing the bounty, like here you're seeing, we killed the disciple, go to the reward gift and you should see the gold surveillance camera in your reward. And the final item we are going to need to get is going to be the golden dog collar. To get that, you're going to need a Molotov or thermite and a piece of meat. All you're going to need to do is go to a dog house, put a Molotov and a piece of meat in there. Instead of spawning a friendly dog, it will be unfriendly. You just need to kill that dog, and where you kill the dog, you should see the purple dog collar. From this point on, it's going to be just like the other items. You're going to need to find the nearest rift and fly through the rift and instantly pull your parachute. Once you pull your parachute, you're going to look for this orangish type red rift, and then you are going to fly through this other orange type red rift. Hopefully you guys are luckier than us and it doesn't pull you to the tier 3 zone, but even if it does, that's okay. You'll go ahead and pick up the new purple bounty that appeared from flying through the rift, and you are going to need to complete that bounty. One tip I have for you guys if it does go to the tier 3 area is just make sure you go ahead and buy a juggernaut. It makes doing contracts here a lot easier. It absolutely destroyed everything in the tier 3 area. It made this a whole lot easier for us when we weren't completely kitted up. But from there, just go to the reward gift and you should see the golden dog collar appear. So the very last thing we're going to need to do is travel to the massive tornado on this island in the tier 4 zone. Here you're going to see a handful of podiums that are going to have what looks like to be like ammo mods on them, and you're just going to need to put the corresponding item on the correct podium. So you can kind of copy what I'm doing here. They all make sense because they line up with what we've been doing. On this first one, you're going to see the brain rot mod, so obviously you're going to put the pill bottle on that. The very next one you're going to see is going to be the dead wire, so you're going to need to put the surveillance camera on this one. The next one is going to look like the napalm burst, so you're going to need to put the dog collar on this one. You're going to see they're all lighting up. That's how you know you put them on the correct one. And the last one's going to be the Cairo freeze, and you need to put the lock diary on this one. You'll know it's all correct because you'll see them all kind of light into flames like that. But one important tip I want to give you guys is make sure you are fully kitted up before you do this. You're going to see we all put a sentry gun down there. The tier 4 zone is spawning in front of us, but at this point in the game, if you didn't know, a mega abomination is going to spawn, and he is extremely hard to take down, especially on this really small island. So make sure you guys are being extremely careful and taking out this mega abomination. And he can be taken down, just be careful. But as soon as you guys take him down, like you see us do here, play the water to your advantage and go to the reward gift that the Mega Abomination does drop. In the reward gift, you're going to see a sigil appear, and this is going to be used essentially as a ticket to go to the tier 4 zone. So make sure you guys do not leave without this. Without this, you cannot go to the tier 4 zone. So make sure you guys take that, and if you want, you can go ahead and go into tier 4, or you can go in the next game. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope this helps you out, and make sure you guys tune into the video on Wednesday where I will give you tips on how to survive in the tier 4 zone. And I will catch you guys all in the next one.